Yeah, I saw him yesterday. Fife is obviously in good spirits. We know what sort of a bull he is and how strong and willed he is to return. But yeah, like I said, he's in good spirits and he's yeah. I haven't seen him today, so let's just hope he's improving.
You were right there when it happened. You were one of the players closest to it. How were you feeling when you were watching your captain, who is a brute, a very strong man, and he looked completely helpless?
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, I was there when it happened, and to see Fifey go down like that, it's not really common, and you don't see it too often. So I was a little bit worried, but you know, that's footy, and Fifey, you know, there's no doubt that he's going to put his head over it again and again. So yeah, it was pretty tough to see.
I guess all the boys will be wanting him back out there this weekend. In your thoughts, what are the boys saying about that? Are they hoping he can get up?
Oh, Fife is a quality player. He's our leader, he's our captain, and you know, every week we'd want to see him out there. But that's just for the medicos and physios and that for them to take a look at him and see how he goes from there.
Ross, just in terms of concussion, have you had a bad concussion, and tell us about the week leading up to and how much you want to play, but sometimes it's out of your control.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I got knocked out, I reckon, probably 2015 against Melbourne, and you know, I can remember it. It's a massive process you go through with the medicos and also the concussion test. And I think I missed a week from it. So it is one of those things you might think you feel good, but the awareness piece and all that's not really there. So like I said, you know, it all depends on the medicos.
And is it you're desperate? Are you desperate to play, but then it's out of your control?
Yeah, no, yeah, and you know, Fife is strong-willed and he's that leader that wants to play no matter what. He's a captain for a reason. He's our massive leader. He will play injured or whatever, but at this stage it's just for his own protection as well. And yeah, I'm just going to keep saying it. It all depends on the medicos.
You've lost your last 7 derbies. The last time you won was 2015, and I think there's only been 3 players, or on top there's 5 as well. Massive turnover for this club. Is it time for the new era of Dockers to stand up?
Yeah, I mean, it has been a massive turnaround, but we're just going to go out there and just try and improve. You know, we want to make sure our consistency is strong. You know, our round 1 was pretty strong. We went to the Gold Coast and we weren't that consistent all over the park. On the weekend, we were more consistent forward, mid and back, so we just need to make sure we maintain that because we know what sort of team West Coast are. They have a good forward line, a strong midfield, and we know what their defenders are like. So we just need to try and negate them from playing their brand of footy, but at the same time play our brand as well.
Ross, how's your body? You're battered from pillar to post in the game.
Yeah, no, our body's good. You know, I'm quite confident with it now, and you know, through pre-season I did have a calf issue and a bit of a sore knee, but after getting hit around in the midfield on the weekend, I'm quite confident with it now.
Ross said last night that he's probably more unlikely than likely to play. Which young players do you think could potentially step into that role? I know you can't replace Nat Fife, but who do you think could play in that role?
Yeah, well, I think Ross said Chera could go in there. You know, he's played in the midfield, you know, plenty of times. Luke's phone's going off. He's played in the midfield, you know, plenty of times. He went down back, but then also you got a lot of players playing at Peel that are pretty consistent as well. And that's the beauty with the list we have now. There's a lot of players that can play in that small forward role, but also in midfield as well. So there's a number of players without really naming anyone to go into that role.
Michael, on the weekend was mostly midfield for you. Is that the most midfield you played this season?
Yeah, definitely. I reckon it might be the most I've played apart from St Kilda 2 years ago in the midfield. So. Yeah, I enjoy it, and I said in the post-match that you know you do get someone playing tight on you in the forward line, and it's good to sort of get that freedom back through the midfield, which is good.
And it went really well, so that must give you confidence going forward. But...
Yeah, well, it does give you confidence, but Ross always says confidence is just a feeling. It's all about action, and that's what I keep saying. We need to make sure that we maintain that consistency and bring it into this week.
So do you think it'll be a lot on you and maybe David Mundy come this weekend if Nat doesn't get up in that midfield to sort of lead the way?
I was a lot on all the leaders in particular, but also the team. You know, if you put your hand up to play, you need to make sure you go out there and play your role for the team. And yeah, I mean, there's always going to be pressure externally on the leaders, but internally it's whole team focus.
Is that the plan for you, do you think, to play mostly midfield again come this weekend?
I'm not really sure. There's no doubt I will go forward mid, so that's the role I've been playing over the last 3 to 4 years, so I guess there'll be no change there.
Do you think West Coast are stronger this year? They've added, say, Gaff and Shepherd to the grand final team. Do you feel like they're playing maybe better footy than they even were last year? Oh,
they're a quality team, aren't they? You know, and like I said before, you know, West Coast are strong all over the park. They've got you know, unreal defenders, who are, unbelievable roll-off defenders, but also lockdown defenders in Shepherd as well. As you said, you know, they added Gaff, who came in and I think he had 35 touches, which is pretty good for a first game back. You've got the Shuey, who leads the way in the middle, but then you also got the forwards as well, who we need to try and negate as well.
Mentioning that consistency before, to get that you sort of all need to work together and have that teamwork. Is the team gelling? Are you feeling quite strong as a group? Yeah, we are. I mean, we're feeling really good. We had a breakfast this morning, which is sort of building that bond up as well. But I feel like we're starting to gel. But like I said, we need to make sure we do that on a consistent basis rather than have 1 week where we're gelling, playing some good footy, but then the next week struggling. So we need to make sure we're more consistent with that.
Was Fifey at the breakfast?
Oh, it was 45 of us. I'm not sure. I didn't see him, nah. I'm not really sure if he was there.
I wasn't there.
Hope so.
What's the plan here today, Sonny?
Oh, it's just do a bit of a 5-star recovery kick. It's a short week, so we need to make sure we run all the soreness out and just, as I said before, just a bond. We had a breakfast. We might do some recovery later on, but just to chill and just hang out with each other for a bit.